so proudly we hail, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner gave way for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner gave way for the land of the free, and the home of the
Welcome everybody, one and all. It is another Sunday night. That means it's time for the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series tonight, presented by Swag Designs. Y'all need anything as far as stickers, decals, posters, whatever it is you may need for sticky or just that paper side of you, come on over. Swag Designs over on Twitter. Look them up. Jim Blankenship is the man that will absolutely hook you up no matter what it is. And if he can't get it for you, he is the kind of guy that will find the best possible person, like 213 Simware or someone like that, or maybe Byron Jones, someone like that, that will be able to make sure that you get what you need, even again, if the money does not fall in his pocket. Absolutely glad to work with him as well as others in the Turned Out for What iRacing Truck Series every Sunday night. Talking about every Sunday night, it is just tonight here at Pocono and then next week at Rockingham Speedway to crown this season's champion. So far, James Mensch, Rodney Ayers, Evan Knopp, Mike LeBlanc, and others are out there on track getting their qualifying time in. Again, this is the Tricky Triangle in the home of the Pocono Mountains from Pocono Speedway. Let's get on down, get up with some of these guys, pull up our scoring pylon and everything else so you know exactly where your favorite racer qualifies for tonight. So far, I mentioned James Mensch. He is the man on top. Let's go ahead and bring up your tower and everything else again that you're gonna need. Let's get down with some of these drivers. Here is the aforementioned James Mensch, just now going through turns 1, no turn 4 here. So it's over the tunnel turn into turn number 2, and then turn 3, very, very wide sweeping flat corner. And man, what a tricky triangle this place just happens to be. We'll go over a little bit of trivia a little bit later on. See if any of y'all know just a little bit more about this place right up Route 115 in Blakesley, or just short of Blakesley. It's Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Again, turn number 3, hashtag what turn 4. Across the start stripe, James Mensch on his first lap was P number 4. It looks like he's going to stay there. Or actually, no, he's going to jump up to P2 on lap number 2. Now for this 00, the one and only Sophia the Fierce adorning this old buckshot numbered Silverado as he comes across the line. Pacey Wygant was P1 on lap 1. He's going to be able to stay right there. Jeff Lednum and others also out here on track. Evan Knopp just took P number 2. Let's drop back just a little bit. How about we pick up with the guy that's welcoming, being welcomed back, I should say. Talking about Brad Rivers in this number 18 machine. Scrapes the wall just a little bit going into turn number 1. The turn that's got the most amount of banking in this 3-turn triangle. Again, you see him going down a backstretch, comes screaming his way towards you. And if you're out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or iRock TV through your favorite Roku device, he is absolutely screaming towards you, and I definitely welcome you aboard. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully everything stays and the status quo as far as the stream is good. I am having issues that I'm trying to work through to the best of my ability, and hopefully the race will carry on all evening long. And just as I say that, there you go. There's an example of, unfortunately, it dropping out on me. Hopefully it comes back up and we'll be able to continue this race. Let's see here. What do we got? So far, it looks like the stream is still live, about 12 minutes into it. But I definitely can see that the trucks on track have disappeared for y'all. And hopefully we can get back up and going. All right, so qualifying is now in the books. Let's see if we can get back up and go ahead and pull up your grid for this evening. Again, Pacey Wygant, he's going to go ahead and set the pole with a time of 54.78, I believe that's it. Connor Cunningham to his outside. Chad Swatsworth in that number 8 sitting P3. Justin Ascock P number 4 in his number 13. P5 for row number 3 is going to be Evan Knopp in his 36 with James Mensch to his outside in that 94. The double deuce, talking about Byron Jones and the Jones Paint and Designs, number 22 in P7. P8 is going to be Jeff Lednum in that 37. P9 is going to be Brad Rivers. Again, big welcome back to him in that 18. P10 is going to be Mark Morton in that 12. P11 to round out row number 6, going to be the 23 of Jose Ruiz. And to his outside is going to be William Gay in that 44. Going back through the rest of the field, Elric George, old Bossy Gio, the Nassau Assassin in that number 40, sitting P13. P14 to round out row number 7 is going to be the 15 of Chris Weaver. Rodney Ayers in that 21 is going to be P15. Mike LeBlanc in the 38 to round out row number 8. Dale Rapp in that 52, Old Gray and in the way, P17. Mike Campbell Jr., Papa Bear himself in that Sophia the Fierce number 71. He's going to start P18. P19 is going to be the 9 of John Holliday. Mike Campbell III, Papa Bear's son, in that 11, sitting P20 to round out row number 10. Row number 11 is going to be Justin Burden in that 62 with Davey Weaver in the 87 sitting, again, P22. P23, Robert Amaral in that 70 and Andrew Chapman to round out row number 12 in his 35. And last but not least, talking about Tyler Dohar in his number 78, P25, P26, and then the guy in the rear with the gear is going to be Austin Collins in his number 98. So there we go. All right. So, again, you see on the top right-hand side, Stronger Than Cancer, Sophia the Fierce. I've been keeping an eye on Sophia, through her Facebook page, which you can find there on the bottom of this starting order. Facebook.com/Sophia the Fierce. 9-year-old little girl, really struggling with cancer, can use your thoughts, your prayers, and your support. Please go on over to Facebook.com/Sophia the Fierce and just let her family know that you're absolutely thinking about her. And it's the same little girl that you see adorning the side of the 00 for Pacey Wygant in his Silverado. Looks like he's going to go ahead and drop to the back after starting on pole. Going to guess something happened. But, or maybe he just wants to take that Sophia the Fierce machine from the rear to the front, do it all the hard way, just as hard as Sophia is fighting. So there we go. All right, so let's get back up. That's going to hand the lead over to Connor Cunningham in his Hellman's number 46. Shat Swatsworth is going to start to the bottom side. That pace truck should be pulling off here any moment. Barney the Flagman should have the field very in sight. Green flag's out. Let's go. Screaming down into turn number 1, the longest straightaway in all of NASCAR, right here in the Pocono Mountains. Let's see how they get through turn and lap number 1. All right, so it looks like Shat Swatsworth, he's going to come across the line to lead the first lap in his Bass Pro Tracker Boats number 8. Let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon so you can keep track of your favorite driver all evening long. Again, welcome to everybody that's out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and of course through your favorite iRock TV or your favorite iRock streaming device. Go on over if you haven't already and be able to catch up with these races in beautiful 4K. Just look up the icon or the decal that you see there in the bottom left hand side. It's a completely free app. You should find it under streamers, and whether it's league, community, or club races, whether it's POV broadcast or podcasts like the Hot Dog Stand podcast, so many great pieces of content that you can keep up with as all these guys now running single file, again going into or barreling off into turn number 1. All right, let's catch up a little club close and personal as Justin Aniscock in this number 13. He just went to Plaid, putting down the fastest lap so far, putting down a 55.16. Actually, I take that back. He ran it, and then just ahead of him, Shad Swatsworth ran the same exact time, but it gave the lap, or the fastest lap, award to Justin. He must have been fastest in the thousandths of the second. So, all right. So, like I said, let's get down. Let's catch up with some of these guys. We got a lot of different camera angles for you tonight. And again, welcome aboard. So far, all clean and green. It looks like the only one that was not able to start the race this evening was Tyler Dohart. Justin Burden and a few others in front of him. So Tyler Dohart right now, he's showing P26. So he was able to get registered, just for some reason not able to get out on the track. It looks like it just maybe some kind of a problem. But I can tell that he is down in team comms with the rest of Filter Time Esports, right along with Jose Ruiz, Justin Aniscock, and Mark Morton. So not quite sure what happened with Tyler, but he'll I'm sure at some point he'll work. He'll maybe even stop into the booth, or maybe get a little bit of a message out there in. Maybe a little bit of a message out there in chat. Talking about that double deuce of Byron Jones earlier, as they all come screaming down the backstretch, one after the other, all single file right up on that wall. And man, that's the fastest way to get through here. When you're in a draft like Byron is right now, sitting in P number 4, up 3 spots from where he started, you really got to start worrying about where you're checking up, where you're getting into the corners, because you don't want to burn out the right front. You want to give yourself enough, or leave yourself enough tire, that way you've got something to race with just a little bit later on. All right, so nobody's been able to go faster than that 54. So let's actually catch up with Shad Swatsworth. Let's jump into the cockpit with him and take a lap or two around Pocono. See exactly what he's doing. As you see, trying to drop back or drop down a little bit, try to break the draft of those behind him. As you see the nice little Maverick helmet on him, into the tunnel turn. And going to go back into turn number 3. Again, hashtag what turn 4 to complete a lap. I'll go ahead and I'll kindly mute myself, let y'all think for a second, and let you guys keep up with a lap around Pocono with our race leader, the guy that's led every single lap so far, Shad Swatsworth. Let's go. Crank it up. Pubby out there on Twitch asking, is this worth the money? Looking for a new game? Pubby, this is an investment. This isn't on console. This is on iRacing on the PC. Not available on any kind of a PlayStation or Xbox, but it is absolutely worth the money. In order to invest, you're going to need a really good quality PC, good quality wheel, pedals, the whole nine, and it will take you a bit of money to start up your iRacing career. But man, if you can make it all work for you, it's absolutely well worth it. Revenger XXL says, well, that would depend on if you see it as a game or a simulation. Absolutely as a sim. Again, nowhere near the game. You can use a controller, but it's not really suggested, as all of a sudden something has happened with my stream. That's not good. Let's get back up if we can, find out exactly what's going on here. Definitely apologize for the break. Let's see. There we go. All right, but yeah, a controller is definitely not recommended. While you can use it, you're definitely going to want to invest in some kind of a wheel and pedal set, or get the equipment separately. But yeah, you can use a controller, but it's not recommended whatsoever. None of these guys in here use a controller. It's just a whole lot easier to hold a very steady line. Very steady line. Something is going on with this internet. I'm not quite sure what. I definitely apologize, guys. Losing some frames here. Definitely losing some frames. All right, let's hopefully that's the end of it. I apologize again. So Connor Cunningham, he's been tracking this Tracker Boats number 8 for quite a while, and he's trying to reel Shad in. And it's interesting when you watch Shad. He goes down, he gets out of the line, kind of dips low, and he's trying to break the draft. But now that he's actually got a truck in front of him, he's going to go ahead and stay right in the draft, try to get a little bit of a suck, and then dip on down when he sees that it's possible. Looks like we got a little bit of an issue further in the back between Justin Aniscock and Byron Jones. So far, though, no caution. And I'm going to guess maybe that was just the issue that was going on. And I definitely apologize for the drop in frames. Definitely no bueno there on that part whatsoever. Let's see if there was actually some kind of an issue that these two encountered. Let's go back right now. And we'll go ahead and play it. I don't think so. I think it was going to be. I think it's going to be just more of an internet issue. But yeah, there's nothing going on there. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right. All right, so again, long conga line around this 2.5 mile juggernaut that is Pocono Raceway. So I mentioned a little bit ago, and Revenger XXL, thank you very much for the follow. And again, welcome aboard. I mentioned a little bit ago, maybe a little bit of trivia here for Pocono Raceway. The 3 turns at Pocono are modeled after 3 very famous tracks around the country. Can you name all 3 out there in chat? And then for a bonus credit, this track is not actually owned by somebody in NASCAR. It's not owned by ISC or anybody else. It's actually owned privately. Can you name which 3 tracks the corners at Pocono are named after? Doesn't necessarily have to be, in succession. And then can you tell me who originally owned Pocono Raceway? I'll give you a hint. It was a doctor in Pennsylvania. All right, so let's go back a little bit further in the back. Check up with the 23 of Jose Ruiz right now, sitting P number 8. He's got 37 of Jeff Lednam, who's down 1 spot in his Toyota. But again, everybody up on that wall really trying to do their best to stay in the draft. A little bit further back, talking about the 00 of Pacey Wygant, again carrying the colors for Sophia the Fierce on the hood, the side, and the back deck lid. Again, this is a 9-year-old girl in upstate New York that's been battling cancer for months. The latest update on the Sophia the Fierce Facebook page is that the little girl is unfortunately not doing very well. She was sent home after she was going to go through chemo the last time, but because of some issues in her abdomen, they suggested putting the chemo off and to just let her be at home and try to make her as comfortable as possible. Those are some words that nobody ever really likes to hear. But I'll tell you what, if there's anybody out there that is in touch with the Sophia the Fierce family, please let her know that the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series, Cup Series, Late Model Series, all of Turn Down for What continues to have Sophia the Fierce in our hearts and our thoughts. You are very, very close, Revenger. Very, very close. Revenger says, isn't it the Matco family? You are very close. In fact, I'll give it to you. It's the Mattioli family. But you are very, very... That's actually really good. Not too many people know that. But yeah, it's the Mattioli family from Pennsylvania. And Revenger says, I know it's Indy and the Milwaukee Mile. There's one more. But yeah, in number 2, the Milwaukee Mile is turn number 3. Turn number 1, just a little bit different. Or you know what? I might even have them backwards. I'm right. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yep, not sure. The other turn is Trenton Speedway. So you got 2 of the 3. Good job, man. Hell yeah. Go you. All right, so Pacey Wise has been rocking back here. We mentioned earlier 26 truckers out here, and so far, Sophia the Fierce is battling her way through cancer, just like Pacey Wygant is battling his way through the field up to P11, up 10 spots. So definitely be interested to see how he continues on. Not a problem, Revenger. You got it. Good job, sir. So here we go. This is the Nassau Assassin talking about the 40 of Elric George, old Bossy Geo from back in the day on console. Able to come on out to Pocono and have one hell of a time with all of us. And yeah, again, welcome aboard. Dale Rapp, yeah, been too long ago, absolutely. Dale Rapp back here, old gray and in the way, and I'm not just making that up. That's actually what it says on the back of his truck. Oh, caution's out. It's going to be Davey Weaver going to have some kind of an issue. So we'll go back and check in with him and William Gay, find out exactly what happened to bring out caution number 1, 18 laps in to the Sophia the Fierce 75 live from Pocono. So let's go back with Davey Weaver right now. Old gray and in the way. All right, so here is that Celsius truck. Let's go ahead and play it out, find out what happened. Here you see him going off into turn number 1. Way up on the banking, second groove over the seams. Is it just a loose condition that bites him, or what happens here? All right, through turn 1, down the stretch on the opposite side of the lake, going into the tunnel turn. Plows the outside wall, sends him hard into the inside wall, wrecks off the wall, and so far, looks like everybody is going to be able to avoid him. What happened with William Gay? All right, here's from William Gay. Let's go ahead and play this out. All right, so William over the tunnel turn, down the short chute between turns 2 and 3. Again, hashtag what turn 4. Coming through turn 3, good entrance so far. Not really down on the rumble strips, no issue. That should make that truck loose. Oh, it looks like he's going to try going down pit road. Is this going to be a lockup? Yep, lockup into the water barrels. And that is more than likely got him stuck and had to tow it. And that is why we're under caution. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so everybody's going to go on down pit road. The 11 of Mike Campbell III, I'm sure he's going to come on down pit road as well. So we'll see exactly what the running order is like when we go ahead and reset. Looks like possibly Mike LeBlanc is going to be the first one off pit road, but it's going to depend whether Mike Campbell III in this number 11 Safe Light machine decides he's going to come on down pit road or not. More than likely he will. Let me see. Actually, it's saying that he was down pit road on lap 16, so we might actually be able to pull old Mike right now. Let's see if we can find him right quick. Yep, he's down in Team WKR. Mr. Mike Campbell, let's repeat up in the booth, bud. Got Sophia the Fierce riding along with us tonight. See up there in P1, you pit on lap 16, so just a couple short laps to go. So you find yourself up front. You're going to lead the way in this Safe Light machine. How you feeling about the track so far?
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm just really tight, and I already know Pacey has a very, very fast truck, so I'm just trying to watch out for him. I don't really want to hold him up. But the truck feels good, just really tight, just trying to stay out of people's way.
All right, well, trying to stay out of people's way. I mean, you only pit 2 laps before this caution came out. I know, Pacey definitely is very, very fast, but it's actually going to be Mike LeBlanc, Shad Swatsworth, Evan Knopp, and Andrew Chapman. That's going to be the top 5 with you leading the charge. You're going to be the one that's going to be able to get on that loud pedal first. Mike LeBlanc to your outside, Shad Swatsworth behind you. Can you at least, keep it up there for a couple laps, lead the way, and see what clean air feels like on the hood of your Toyota?
Yes, sir. I'll do the best I can to keep it up there for at least 2 to 3 laps for you.
All right, buddy. Well, you definitely, get up there, go get them. Keep the shiny side up. And again, we're all thinking about Sophia the Fierce in the Sophia the Fierce 75. Again, sponsored by Swag Designs. I'll get you back down there to Team WKR, get you back in Team Comms. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it, buddy. All right, so that is Mike Campbell III, Papa Bear's son, in the Safe Light 11 from Monroe, Michigan. He's going to be able to lead what could possibly be the first laps that he's led this season, and what a time to do it. In like 1 or 2 races to go. I believe next week we go to Rockingham to seal the deal on this season. But again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Let's go ahead and widen this out for us as they go through the tunnel turn, through the short chute, and get ready to go to turn number 3. So, out there in chat, who do y'all have tonight? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the 8, who's led a whole bunch of laps? Is the 11, now that he's got all kinds of clean air on the hood of his Toyota, is it going to be him? Who is going to, who's going to go ahead and grab this? Will it be the 00? Will it be the 29? Who is it going to be? All right, so let's go ahead and bring it on back to Barney. He should have the field very well in view. Coming off turn number 3, you're going to see these cars come screaming on by. Let's go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. Battle immediately for the lead. Shad Swatsworth in that number 8. He wants it back, and a duck low under the 11 going through the tunnel turn. Hell of a risky move right there. Both of them could have had a little bit of an issue if they got back in the throttle just a second too soon. That wall comes up very, very quick, but the 8 of Shad Swatsworth, he's going to be able to go on up and take over right where he left off, but the 11 will be credited with at least leading 1 to 2 laps while under caution after pitting just 1 or 2 laps before the rest of the field when that caution came out for the I just had their names a moment ago. when the caution came out for, oh, what's going on here? Alrighty. Well, I didn't click that, but all right. When the caution came out for William Gay and Davey Weaver, that's what I was looking for. All right. So, yeah, Shad now leading at 11. He's got a mirror full of the 13 of Justin Anisagok. Rowdy really trying to run him down, take that spot back. Here's from the 13's bumper cam. You see the 8 doing what he's been doing all race long and dropping on down to get out of the way. Or not to get out of the way, to break the draft, rather. So now 13, he's going to be able to go on up and take P number 2. And just as I say that, 54.91. Shad Swatsworth, again, taking that Tracker Bass Pro machine to Plaid. Again, 54.91 for P1. So that just means that Shad is absolutely pushing in his Silverado, trying to get away, break the draft like what we've been seeing all night long. There's the gap from first back to second. 13 Monster Machine trying to catch up, do what he can do. This is off of his rear bumper cam, looking at the rest of the field. Pacey Wygent with a mirror full of Brad Rivers in his number 18. Again, Brad, welcome him back in his defeat childhood cancer. Looks like Silverado. Yellow number 2 is going to fly on lap number 24. It's going to be a little bit further back. Looks like, is it going to be Davey Weaver again? Oh, looks like this might have something to do with William Gay again. Not 100% sure. All right, so let's see if we can find out here. So I'm not getting the reason behind this caution. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. All right, so we're not gonna rock back just a little bit. Tori Davis, thank you very much for the sub. Absolutely appreciate you out there in the land of Twitch. Absolutely, thank you. Hope you're well. This, again, is the home of the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series every Sunday night. This is the race before the championship is awarded next week at Rockingham. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you, if I can, what their schedule has looked like. There you go. So again, Pocono and then Rockingham next week. 125 laps at the Rock. Should be a great time. All right. Let's see here. And as soon as I do that, something's going on. Something's going on with my internet. And again, I absolutely do apologize. All right, so let's see if we can't pull old Shadowlack on up to the booth and have a quick word with driver 8. Shad, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy right along with Sophia the Fierce.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
I tell you what, buddy, you definitely got a very, very fast Tracker Bass Pro machine. You've kept that thing up. I'm sorry, man. I didn't think you were going to go on down pit road. Otherwise, I would have let you do your thing. I'll be quiet while you concentrate on your pit road speed.
It don't bother me.
Are you sure? Okay. All right. So, Shad, first things first, man. One hell of a strong truck here tonight. You got Rowdy right behind you, as well as a few others. Can you keep that Bass Pro machine up front and try to come away with this W tonight, sir?
We'll see. Pretty good truck, short run and long run. So, guess we'll just have to find out as long as we can shorten these cautions up and. I felt really good there. I know Connor was kind of staying with me with the draft, but I felt like I could pull him if it wasn't for that on that first run, and I had speed through the whole run, so feeling pretty good. I love this track, you know, obviously the hometown track, so.
Yep. Yeah, to Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Got your information up right now. Well, buddy, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. If you can get around the rest, just like you got around the 11 on that restart and start to pull away, we know you got a bad, fast machine. Obviously, Swag Designs, the title sponsor of the Turn Down for What iRacing series, and tonight we're all riding along, thinking of the one and only Sophia the Fierce, big New York Buffalo Bills. Football team. Might as well ask you, who's your NFL team, sir?
Probably not her favorite opposite team, but I'm a Patriots fan, so.
Oh, you know what? They dealt with the Patriots this year, so.
Yeah, we kicked their butt for a lot of years, so I guess it's their turn.
All right, buddy. I'll get you back on down into General, right along with Elric George and Papa Bear himself. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. You got a very, very fast machine right behind you now in Pacey Wygant, again, adorning all of the Sophia the Fierce colors. Good luck. Go get them. And maybe we'll be talking to you a little bit later on when it's all said and done come lap 75.
All right, appreciate it, bud.
You got it, buddy. Thank you. All right, so again, that is the one and only Shad Swatsworth, old Shadilac from back in the day. Raven Direct XL, Swag Designs over on Twitter, and their website is the title sponsor for the Turn Down for What series. You need anything in stickers, decals, posters, whatever it might be. He is absolutely the man to help you out. His name's Jim Blankenship, and he does one hell of a job. Look him up. Absolutely worth it. All right, so as you can see, they're on the track map. They are now off turn number 1, halfway down through the backstretch. Going to go to the tunnel turn real fast. But how about Byron Jones up here in this double dudes? Jones Paint and Designs on the hood, Sophia the Fierce on the deck lid, and you need any kind of scheme done for a truck, Xfinity car, cup car, late model, Bandolera, whatever on iRacing, this is absolutely the man to hit up. Jones Paint and Designs on Twitter. Jones P&D on Twitter is the man to look up. He's done all mine for quite a while, and I wouldn't trust anyone else to paint my cars or trucks. So good job by Byron Jones. And again, big thank you to Swag Designs for sponsoring this full series. All right, so off of turn number 3, let's go ahead and bring it on back to Barney. Pace trucks off. Let's go.
Green flag, green flag.
Byron Jones now with a little bit of a challenge on the outside. The 13 going to try to go around the outside, Byron Jones going to get a little loose, knowing that Rowdy is out there. They're going to come across side by side off of turn number 3. Looks like at the line, the 13 is going to be able to go on up and lead his first lap. Byron Jones still on the inside. This should be a great battle going into turn number 1. Will they be able to stay side by side? And as they do, you know the 8 is back there just licking his chops, just like the 94 of James Mensch, and everything that he's capable of doing. Ravenger XXL says 2 trailer park girls around the outside. Absolutely. Yes, they do. There is the one and only Jim Blankenship checking in with a big old purple heart. And absolutely, guys and girls, look up that man that just checked in for any kind of stickers, decals, posters, whatever you need for your car, your truck, your home, your wall, your mic like mine, whatever it is, look that man up over on Twitter. And yeah, he will absolutely hook you up. Tell him I said hi. Maybe even be nice and do something a little extra for you. In fact, you know what? Let me see if I can do this right now. I don't know if I've actually got it set up. Yes, I do. You see right here on my mic? Yep, courtesy of the one and only Jim Blankenship for Swag Designs. Back there on, back there on that stand right behind me. Another one, courtesy of the one and only Jim Blankenship and Swag Designs. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Jim, as always. So yeah, let's go. All right, so Justin Aniscock, he not only was able to get by the double deuce of Byron Jones, but now he's got a full train coming right behind him, coming around the bend. Let's see you get that one. But yeah, Byron's going to try back on the outside, see if he can't pull the move off that the 13 was able to do, but no, had to pull it back to the outside. Might have got shoved up just a little bit. But now the double deuce back side by side. Got the 8 still right behind him. Can the 13 get back in the throttle and keep it going? So far, it says yes. But he's not going to want to do that too often as the double deuce blinks out for just a second, because the more he's got to get back in the throttle, the more right front he is wearing away, and it's not going to be good for everybody, or it's not going to be good for him in the long run. So double deuce going to go ahead and check right back in to the hole that he had before. Meanwhile, back at the 22 is going to go around with somebody else. Not quite sure who that was, but they both went into the inside wall. Let's see if we can find out exactly what happened here. Definitely got hooked. All right, let's find this out here. Switch on over to our handy dandy chase cam. So there you see Byron on the inside of the 13. This is going down the backstretch towards turn number 3. Let's go ahead and play it. He kind of blinked out a little bit, so hopefully we'll be able to catch exactly what happened here. All right, off of turn number 3, going down the front stretch. Coming in underneath Barney in the flag stand. And there you see the 8 of Shad. Is this going to be it right here? Yep. Starts off a little bit of netcode, but sends Byron for the full spin cycle. There is the 8. He's able to keep on going, but heavy damage to that double deuce. All right, so let's go ahead and play. We'll actually go ahead and rewind that the old-fashioned way, and we'll play it out from a different camera. All right, so there you see the 8 behind the 13 getting a big toe, and yeah, Byron's just going to be on the wrong side of things. Let's go ahead and play it. Yeah, there's a little bit of netcode there, but I think eventually there would have been contact no matter what. So very unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so now we've got Justin Aniscock. He's going to be the one to lead the way. Let's see if we can't pull old Rowdy on up. He should be down there in Filter Time Esports right now. So let's go ahead and grab the one and only Justin. Rowdy, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy.
Yeah, man.
Well, bud, you got the taste of some clean air on the hood of this number 13 Monster Machine. And I'm going to guess, yep, you're going to go on down pit road. I'll be quiet so you can listen to your spotter right quick.
Nah, I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay, so you were able to get on by. You and Byron both had one hell of a battle to fight for that clean air. Meanwhile, you had the 8 right behind. That caution started off, I think there might have been just a little bit of netcode, but they probably would have made contact either way. How How important is clean air on the hood of this monster machine for you?
I don't know, man. The 8's been fast. I'm having wheel problems over here, and I just kind of just sent it out on the outside to see what happens, and it worked. And everybody just took gas and go. So it either took 2 tires or no tires. So I'm gonna be mired back way back here. But it's been a good race so far. Besides the wheel problems, just trying to stay in a little bubble, pretty much the whole race without trying to race anybody. So, but yeah, I just sent it on the outside, and I heard you through someone's stream. He sent it on the outside. I was like, yeah. So,
Always.
we'll try to get back up there and see what happens.
All right, buddy. Well, it looks like after this pit stop, and I definitely apologize for checking in with you. I wasn't quite sure if you were going to go down pit road or not. I should have known better, as the old song goes. But, man, definitely appreciate you for allowing me to pull you up out of Kenai, Alaska. Keep the shiny side up. It's a nice-looking monster truck. I tell you, I prefer the white with the black rather than the black with the green. I don't know. It's just something that makes this scheme absolutely pop, make it really, really clean. Good luck, Rowdy.
Yeah, I'm trying to try something else other than running the normal Menards truck. So I haven't had good luck with this thing. So hopefully it turns around.
Hey, it's a monster. It's a beast. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. All right, so we got Rowdy back down to the filter time. Whoop, don't want to do that. Got back down to the filter time esports channel, right along with quite a few. And man, it'll be interesting to see how he's able to battle himself back up from P10. It looks like he's going to come on down pit road to go ahead and top off. So that's going to put Pacey Wygant to the lead. And I believe if I back off the camera, the lights atop the pace truck are out. And if we do happen to get another caution, we'll check in with Yotes King, Byron Jones checking in with the sub. Thank you very much for the sub. Many oobles and oobles of months in a row. Definitely appreciate you, buddy. Not only here, but on Thursday nights. I talk about Byron Jones. All right, let me see if I can find this guy real quick. He's on pit road in this double deuce out of Goodyear, Arizona. How about this man got himself a win at Bristol Dirt in a series on Thursday night that is extremely hard to win in. It's a $100 buy-in for this series, and the man able to run away from the field on dirt at the last great Coliseum. One hell of a job by the one and only Byron Jones. So, Byron, if you're out there listening, good luck. Go get him. He said he had a little over 2 minutes of damage. One bad thing about the turn down for what series is also a good thing. There's no fast repairs, so that really kind of makes people not drive over their head. So hopefully Byron Jones can work his way on back up there and get back into the thick of things. It looks like most of the damage is on the rear, not the front. That could also be a good thing. So Pacey Wygant right behind the pace truck in his Sophia the Fierce 00 old buckshot numbers. He's going to have Shad Swatsworth to his inside. Brad Rivers up 6 spots to P3. Connor Cunningham and Dale Rapp. Let's go ahead and bring it back to Barney. Green flag's up. Let's get ready.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, again, barreling off into turn number 1. That was the third caution of the evening. Now working lap number 36. So we are just about halfway. Looks like so far Pacey Wygant is going to try to extend just a little bit of a gap, but it looks like Shad again. He's going to have just a little bit of a run. Does he take it to the inside? Yes, it looks like he is, and he's got the 46 of Connor Cunningham right up his trumpet. 8's going to go ahead and dive it down low. There again is the 00. A 46 going to ride to the inside, and it looks like Pacey's going to fall back at least 1, maybe 2 spots. Brad Rivers in that 18, and then Dale Rapp, old gray and in the way again, now up 12 spots to fill out the P5 spot. John Holliday, Chris Weaver, Jeff Ledham, Elric George, and James Mensch going to round out your top 10. Looks like that 8, again, bad fast. Not many people keeping up with that Bass Pro Tracker Silverado. Side by side for P2. Shad again breaking away from the wall, trying to break the draft that the 46 as well as the 18 and the 52 would have had. But now the 00 finds himself on the inside. Is he going to be able to keep it down there? As the 18 try to come on by on the outside? Not going to happen right there. Mr. Blankenship says, love these trucks at Pocono. I got to agree, Jim. These things absolutely scream. They get wound up. Very, very tricky to say the least. Off the throttle quite a bit in turn number 1, as it looks like Robert Amaral going to have something to do with caution number 4 on the evening. But yeah, quite a bit off the throttle going into turn 1. You're really only blipping the throttle for a second in turn 2. You let it coast for just a moment in turn 3. And again, hashtag what turn 4 coming across the start stripe for Barney, again, to recognize the field. But let's find out exactly what happened here with Robert Amaral. All right, go ahead and switch on over to our chase cam. Looks like he's got Mike LeBlanc right behind him, and let's go ahead and play it out from here. So again, going down the back stretch towards turn number 2. Looks like he might have a little bit of a gap behind him. Does he get down onto the apron? Ooh, something maybe happened with his wall, with his wheel, not check up enough, something else. But here comes the 13 of Rowdy to his inside, or to his backside. The 38 to his inside. They're 3 wide going into 3. Oh, gonna get a little bit of a door tap from that 38. Sends him up to the outside wall and completely checked up. Let's go back with him one more time, and we'll switch on over to the 78 of Tyler Dohar. All right, so Tyler Dohar is going to be a little bit further back here. There he is. Let's ride along with him. Going to the inside of the 23 of Jose Ruiz. Must have had a nice little run on the bottom. Yep, there it is. 13 in the middle. 38, 70. 3 wide into 3 does not work. 38 might have thought that he was, well, no. I mean, the 78 gave him quite enough room. Just 38, nowhere to go. Very unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right, so now Mike Campbell, the last time he pit was on lap 33. Same thing for Rodney Ayers and Mike LeBlanc, all 33. Lap 34 was Justin Ascock, where we saw him go on back down to top off. Brad Rivers, last time he was on pit road was lap 38, right along with the rest of your top 10. So I imagine that Byron Jones will come on down pit road, try to grab a little bit more repair time on the back end of his double deuce. Let's see if maybe we could check in with Rodney Ayers. Rodney, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that machine.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Well, bud, you sitting P2, up 13 spots in that number 21 Toyota. Lights atop the pace truck are on. Mike Campbell did lead a lap or 2 earlier under caution. You got Mike LeBlanc, Justin Aniscock, and Brad Rivers behind you. What's your strategy like? What are you thinking about fuel and tires for the remaining part of this race?
I'm just more than likely just trying to stay alive. I know I'm not as fast as a lot of these guys out here. I'm gonna try to just keep it in front and not get wrecked in the process.
I'll tell you what, buddy, I was on your truck earlier. Definitely appreciate the dedication all over the hood. It says, in loving memory, Evelyn Mom Ayers, December 28th, 1966, March 7th, 2018. That, man, I got to tell you, that is one hell of a dedication to your mom. And that's a beautiful picture on the front end of your Toyota. I absolutely wish you all the luck in the world, and hopefully we'll be talking to you a little bit later on for some kind of a podium conversation.
All right, thanks, man.
You got it, buddy. You were down in what, Aeons, or where were you at?
WKR.
WKR. All right, I'll get you back down there with your teammates. And, man, keep the shiny side of that truck up, will you?
All right, alrighty. Thanks, bro.
You got it, buddy. All right, back down with Team WKR. Again, absolutely beautiful, beautiful paint scheme. Recognizing his mom out of Columbus, Ohio. Now P number 2, Mike LeBlanc again. Justin Anscott, Brad Rivers are going to round out your top 5 with Mike Campbell III leading the way. Jeff Ledham, Andrew Chapman, James Mensch, Elric George, and Shad Swatsworth leading or finishing out, rounding out your top 10. The entire 26 truck field continues to scroll on the left-hand side all the way back through the guy that's last right now, talking about Davey Weaver. Tyler Dohar started this race from the pits. Robert Amaral, William Gay, and Mark Morton 22nd through 26th. Going through turn number 3, Barney's gonna have the field in view again. Pace truck's gonna go ahead and pull off. Let's go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution number 5 is going to fly. Looks like this one's going to have something to do with arguably the fastest man in town. GabFab97, thank you very much for the follow. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome aboard. This is the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series live from Pocono. And definitely appreciate you out there, as always. So, the 8 has been bad fast. He's been on rails all race long. Let's go back, find out what happened with Shad Swatsworth. All right, there he is. Looks like he's going to have Mike Papa Bear Campbell to his outside, and let's play it out. All right, so the 8's going to go ahead and fall back in line. He's definitely got a full view of everything that's going on in front of him, coming up to the entrance of the tunnel turn. So he's going to check up just a moment, let it ride for a second, try to get back into throttle. There's the 40 of Bossy Gio to his outside. Boss looks like he gets a little loose, does a little, almost loses it anyway. And Tag Shad knocks him into the inside wall. So very, very unfortunate. Let's go back with Boss. All right, let's actually go ahead and jump into the cockpit with Elric George right now and see what he had going on with that wheel. Let's go. Well, this looks like it was after the fact, so we'll go ahead and rewind it from here. All right, let's go ahead and play it. So this is over the tunnel turn. You see, he's kind of over quite a bit, and yeah, he's pulling. He's trying to steer it back to the right. Just unfortunately got a little tail happy and sent the 8 right to the inside wall. Very, very unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so we talked to Mike Campbell III. We also talked to Justin Anscott and Rodney Ayers. How about driver 35, Andrew Chapman? Let's see if we can find Andrew. There he is. He's down there in a team right along with Evan, Justin Burden, and Mike LeBlanc. So let's see if we can find driver 35 in his version of a monster machine. Andrew Chapman, it's repeat up in the booth, keeping an eye on that number 35 Monster Toyota. How you feeling about the race so far now that we are officially past halfway? Andrew, it's repeat. You got a copy? All right, Andrew may be having some mic issues, so we'll go ahead and get him back down. How about we check in maybe with the 18 of Brad Rivers instead? See if we can't pull old Bad Brad on up to the booth right now in his childhood fight childhood cancer machine. Brad, welcome back to Turn Down for What, buddy? In this number 18, up 4 spots. So far, Silverado looking pretty good. Don't really see much of a scratch on that thing. How you feeling about Pocono now that the race is officially past halfway?
Feeling pretty good. I don't know if these cautions are going to help or not. I am running on some old tires. I see some, everybody else's pit. I'm trying to work the tire strategy and try to, to get as much fuel as I can in it and run as long as I can. Save as much tire as I can, and I don't know, hopefully I can have something late happen here and get a fresh set of tires and beat these guys. So,
well, but we're gonna go back green, I would imagine, on lap. Actually, I see you doubling up right now. Are you going back green this time?
Yep.
All right, buddy. I'll go ahead and I'll get you back. No real big rush. You're only going into turn 1 or off of turn number 1 right now. So definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. Keep the shiny side up, and we'll see you or maybe talk to you again for a podium as the race comes to a conclusion in this Sophia the Fierce 75 lapper from Pocono. Where were you at in Eons?
Yeah.
All right, I'll get you back down with Jeff Lednam right now. Good luck, sir.
Thanks, Pete.
You got it. Again, that's Bad Brad Rivers. Man, guy that we go back many moons to the console side. One hell of a driver, and he's able to come back full time in the Turn Down for What trucks and the late model series that'll be kicking off soon. I'm not quite sure about the Cup or what, but definitely good to have a quality driver like Brad Rivers back inside the Turn Down for What iRacing truck stables. He's definitely a credit to this series. Jim Blankenship says not getting up in front of the field. Yep, I've already spoken with Mike Campbell, Justin Anscock, Rodney Ayers, and tried Andrew Chapman, but he didn't answer, so we went back with Bad Brad. But let's go ahead and bring it on back to Barney as we get into the Swag Designs restart zone. The truck is now off. Green flag's out. Let's go. Another battle for the lead. As you see there, it looks like the 13, he has got this high side figured out. He came around the outside earlier, and it looks like he's going to be able to do it again. The 11 is going to have no choice but to pop right back into P2 rather, as looks like Pacey Wide is continuing to try to move his way forward. He's down 3 spots after starting on the pole, but had to go to the back of the field as we're 3 wide across the start stripe. Three wide in a couple spots. Now back to double wide. You see Mike Pop Bear Campbell right there in his Swag Designs number 71 with Sophia the Fierce all over the hood. Definitely a truck that pops. No doubt about that whatsoever. Just screaming on down the backstretch. Mueller, 2881, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. This is the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series, sponsored by the one and only Swag Designs. Look them up on Twitter. And, of course, keeping the one and only Sophia the Fierce in our hearts and minds as the 9-year-old Buffalo Bills fan continues to fight through a very, very tough time with a form of cancer that is just plaguing her life right now. But let's actually show you this this 71 all the way around the front, the rear, the side. Again, swag designs all over the back, as well as the back tailgate. Sophia the Fierce on the hood and down the, as he's blinking out just a little bit. But yeah, definitely a very, very nice looking truck for the one and only Mike Papa Bear Campbell, showing a little bit of a love to the one and only title sponsor for the Turn Down for What franchise. 52 had to check up for just a moment as Papa Bear got a little loose coming through the tunnel turn. Now into turn number 3, had to check up just a little bit. Saw him throw a little bit of extra wheel, and now trying to get back in the throttle. 52 is going to have one hell of a run off, and this is just a battle for P15 right now. Back up front, not missing much. It's still the number 13 monster machine for Justin Aniscock and Andrew Chapman right now, though. So we got a monster 1-2 as these guys are starting to pull away. But don't look too far back because this 00 of Pacey Wygent really starting to make up some time. Pull our Mueller, yeah, they are actually open. This is the second to last race for the trucks. They crown a champion next week at Rockingham, but they are going to be restarting the trucks again in a few weeks. They're also starting up a late model series as well as a cup series very, very soon. So if you're interested, send me a whisper here on Twitch, or you can go to TDFW Racing on Twitter, and you could send them a message yourself. But thank you very much again for the follow. Thank you very much for the interest. I'm sure these guys would love to have you. Very, very welcome, Mueller. Absolutely, very, very welcome. There's a lot of guys out there that, whoop, it looks like I'm having a little bit of a drop in frame here all of a sudden. Not quite sure what that was about again, but I'm glad that it came right back up. But there's a lot of guys out there, Mueller, that run leagues. They don't really do a whole lot in officials. And, I mean, there's a guy in here. I saw him earlier. He's sitting on like a 906 I rating, okay? But he runs mostly leagues. That's where he gets most of his experience from the leagues, participating in the practices, running his, running on his own, getting extra seat time, getting himself, acclimated with the different kinds of vehicles that he races. So, yeah, man, absolutely. Revenger says, are these drivers driving this clean at most tracks, or is this just a Pocono thing for you guys? No, these guys are actually this clean. In fact, 5 cautions on the night is kind of abnormal for them. These guys are not normally a wreck fest whatsoever. And again, that comes back to a couple things. One, these guys have really been racing together for a very long time. And 2, there's no fast repairs. So you've got to really make sure that you mind your P's and Q's all race long, because if you end up in the wall getting stuffed or whatever, your race could theoretically be over. So you definitely want to do the best you can, and keep on moving. SS Motorsports says, now Pete, you see why I stopped. Don't do that, Shad. Don't do that. You get wrecked. Yeah. Now, Shad, in all fairness, it was just same real estate. If you went back and watched, if at least that's what I recall, it looked like same real estate. Would you guys have touched? Probably, but it was actually a little bit of net code that started off that wreck in the first place. Again, looks like the top 3 starting to pull away just a little bit. Andrew Chapman now able to get around the 13, so put that 35 up at the point by his own right. And Pacey Wise at P2, he was able to get on by the 13. He is hunting. There's no doubt in my mind that Pacey wants to get this Sophia the Fierce 00 into victory lane tonight, and really do everything that he can. All right, so let's see if we can actually find out how the 35 of Andrew Chapman was able to go ahead and grab this lead. Let's see, where is it? There we go. I think this is it anyway. All right, so yeah, I'll actually go ahead and rewind it a little bit. Looks like this is going to be the pass. Looks like it's going to be just set up off of turn number 3. And let's go ahead and stop it. We'll play it out from here. There he goes. Got a good run off of turn number 3. And at the line, that would have been one hell of a drag race, but the 35 would have taken it every single bit. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Pacey Wygen, as you can see, absolutely all up the trumpet of this 35. Pacey's going to go ahead and try to get a run of his own off of turn number 3 down the back, or down the full front length of the front stretch. I can't talk tonight. And it looks like it's going to be Pacey Wygen to go ahead and put that 00 back in the front. 35 up high, wide, and handsome. No choice but to let Pacey go. Pacey already with a 3/10 gap between himself and that 35. Justin Anscock falling back. Another little battle just a little bit further back between these guys here. Looks like it's going to be Brad Rivers in the 18, the 11, 46 of Connor Cunningham, absolutely shoving the 18 all the way down the backstretch into turn number 2. 18 had to check up just a little bit. These guys going to make a little bit of contact, but no harm, no foul. 46 able to hold on to it. 11 went ahead and pulled it back to the right. And there you see the 94 of James Mensch as well for P number 8. P9 is going to be Evan Knopp and John Holliday a little bit further back here in this advanced number 9. One long conga line along the wall. They say at tracks like this, Pocono, Michigan Auto Club, the tracks that have a long straightaway, not where it's curved out or anything like that, everybody rides up towards the wall. They say that it's to cut the air from getting on the right side of your truck. It allows you to go just a little bit faster. Or at least that's what they say. So Andrew Chapman again back to P number 2. Last time we saw was 3/10 between the two. Looks like it's kind of staying right about there. Justin Anscock right behind, about a lane or so up off the bottom. And he's going to also let that thing, he's going to go ahead and open up that wheel to, not scrub off too much speed. Keep right there in P number 3. Austin Collins, haven't talked much about this driver in his Toyota machine. Right now sitting P4 up 22 spots. And this 98 absolutely digging. His fastest lap on the night was a 55:09. So still doing everything that he can. In fact, I'll actually show you what everybody's fastest laps of the race so far have been. There you go. So Pacey Wygen with a 55 flat, 24 for Chapman, 92 for Anscock, 08 for Collins. So again, just about a flat for Rivers. Looks like Cunningham, a 12. 54.98 for the 94, James Mensch. So good lap by him. And a whole lot of 55s behind him. Their last laps around, I tell you, 56.29. A lot of 56s as these tires continue to age. With 19 laps to go. Again, race number 11 from Pocono. Next week, we crown a champion at Rockingham. Brad Rivers and his good buddy Connor Cunningham, these guys go back to console days as well as do most of us. 46 going to be able to go ahead and take that run on by Brad, so move Connor up to P number 5. Let's check in just a little bit further back. We checked in with John Holiday earlier. How about the back half of this field? Justin Burden here in his number 62 right now, sitting P11. He is up. He's up 10 spots, and he's got the 12. Mark Morton up his tailgate. Mark's going to try to go ahead and get to the outside, try to get back in the throttle, see what he can do, as it looks like the 37 of Jeff Lednam. He's going to go ahead and take his machine down pit road right along with a few others. Gab Fab saying, wishing Doar hadn't experienced technical difficulties because I think from what I've seen in the past, he would have done really great tonight. Props to him for preserving and continuing on. I have to agree. Tyler Dohar in this number 78 filter time Team EPI Silverado. Bad fast every single week. The man knows how to get the most out of his tires and also the most out of his fuel. So I have to agree with you, Gab Fab 97. I have no doubt. It's looking like 62 is going to go around. He's going to collect one other as well, and caution's going to fly. That was Justin Burden. And this is going to help those, including Jeff Lednam and some others that had just gone down pit road. Caution number 6 flies. All right, so let's go back with Justin Burden right now. Find out exactly how that started. We saw the end result, though, able to happen right as we're in the middle of the pack. You hear Tyler Doar cutting the fuel on that thing. All right, so here you see the 62. Let's play it out. Here comes the again. There is the 12 of Mark Morton on the outside. Whoa, Mark just got a hellacious run up and through the tunnel turn, and geez, that could have been a lot worse. Let's go ahead and play that back from Mark's perspective. We'll watch and see what he does with everything going on. Something tells me this is after the fact. Let's go ahead and rewind this. Yeah, you can already see the damage on him. All right, so we'll stop it right here. Actually, we'll go back a little bit further. All right, we'll stop it right there. We'll go ahead and play it out. Yeah, just a bigger run through the tunnel turn than what the 62 had, and makes contact to the left rear and sends them both into the wall. But the 62 definitely ended up on the worst end of that. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. So could this be Mark Morgan, or I'm sorry, Tyler Doar going to go ahead and try to get the wave around, come on back around and do what he's got to do? Justin Anscock right now, he's going to be P number 1. We spoke with Justin a little bit ago. And let's see. Next in line is going to be the 44 of William Gay. Let's see here. So far, yeah, it looks like this 44 is going to be P number 2. Let's see if we can try to find William right quick. All right, William down there in Ramrod Motorsports. Why not? William, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy out of Hobgood, North Carolina.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, bud, you got P2. You got a little bit of damage on the front end and down the driver's side of your number 44 Chevy Silverado. How long do you think you could try to stay on up in the front, or are you just trying to grab track position, hoping that maybe another caution follows?
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if another caution comes out. I'm going to have to pit for fuel. I'm not good on fuel right now, so we'll see.
All right, buddy. I'll go ahead and I'll get you back on down to Ramrod Motorsports. Definitely wish you all kinds of luck. And, yeah, let's. I'll definitely pay attention to where you finish when it's all said and done, sir.
Appreciate it, brother.
You got it. All right, so we'll go ahead and get him on back down as soon as I can find the channel. There it is. All right, so that was, again, William Gay. Brad Rivers right behind him. And that's going to be Jeff Lednam and Pacey Wygen. Hadn't got a chance to talk to Pacey just yet. So what do you say we pull Pacey here right quick? Pacey, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy, and that's Sophie the Fierce 00 Silverado.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Well, Pacey, man, you got a bad fast truck. You're able to, seems to be, pass at will. I know that you're getting ready to take the green back this time, so I won't keep you long. But man, how to feel in the clean air versus the dirty air in these trucks here at Pocono tonight, sir?
Oh, it feels 10 times better in the clean air. The dirty air, the truck just pushes way too much. Got a nice long run truck, so looking forward. Hopefully this stays green.
Can you get on up there and pass Justin, Brad, and William?
Have I done it before?
Fair enough. All right, I'll get you back down with your teammate Byron Jones. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up, and I have a strange suspicion we'll be talking to you when it's all said and done, sir.
Have fun.
All right. So back down with Byron Jones again. Pacey Wygen out of Scio, New York. A big supporter of Sophia the Fierce. And turned down for what in general. So there you see him down the short chute between turns 2 and 3. We're going to be coming back again to the Swag Designs restart zone momentarily. So let's go ahead and clear everything out. Get ready to bring you back green one more time as everybody barrels off into turn number 1. Pace truck pulling off. Barney's got the field in view. Green flag's up. Green flag's out. Let's go. Caution's going to fly one more time. Caution number 7 on the night. They say cautions breed cautions. This one might have something to do with Evan Knopp a little bit further in the back. Actually, it looks like, no doubt. Actually, it might have been William Gay one more time in that 44. The man just fell back through the field, and he's gone ahead and went ahead and parked it. Too much damage. Let's see what happened with William Gay and Michael LeBlanc. All right, so we'll go ahead and bring back up our chase cam. There you see everything going on. Yeah, 4 wide into turn number 1, Jim. Normally that does not work. Let's go ahead and play it out. Whole lot of jockeying for position going into 3. Big stall on the bottom side and just 1 or 2 trucks on the outside. Nowhere to go. For the 38, 44 goes hard into the inside, and let's play it again from William Gay. All right, let's go ahead and rewind this the old-fashioned way since you see he's already post-spin right there. Actually, I think that might have started with the 11. Let's see if we can't go back to the 11 of Mike Campbell, and we'll go ahead and play it from there. Whew, 46, big run. Just everybody coming down after the 44 made contact with the wall and makes contact again with Mike Campbell. So after Mike Campbell has been able to lead a few laps tonight, heavily damaged now in the back of the field. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so caution number 7 now under pace. Justin Anasagak, he is up front. Brad Rivers right now sitting P2. Pacey Wygant and Jeff Lednam back here in P number 4. Let's see if we can find Jeff Lednam. Mr. Lednam, it's your buddy. Repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that 37 Yoda.
I got you, man.
Well, buddy, I'm glad I'm able to get you. We saw where you went down pit road just like a lap or two earlier before that one of the previous cautions flew. And now here you are. Find yourself in P4, up 4 spots from where you qualified. We got a Toyota leading the thing. You, Andrew Chapman, and Austin Collins all in these Yoda machines. Can you get on up there and try to contend with Justin and the likes of Pacey?
I'm going to try. I got a little bit of front damage earlier, so it's made the truck a little bit more tight. But overall, I still feel like I got a decent shot to stand up here.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll cheat just a little bit for you. We're looking back at the north face on your hood. I do see where the hood is buckled just a little bit, but it doesn't look all that bad. And if I look at your right front, that's probably where most of your damage is. So if you can keep in the draft of someone, bud, I think you'll do just right, or you'll be just fine. And you got a few very, very fast trucks right ahead of you.
Yes, I do. I got a few behind me too.
This is very, very true. Well, hey man, you stay right there, sandwiched somewhat in the middle, and I'm sure you'll come across, and we'll be who knows, maybe if you can grab 1 or 2 spots, maybe we'll be talking to you for a podium finish in just 10 laps to go.
All right, man.
All right, Jeff.
I hope so.
I have no doubt. You were down there with Brad Rivers, right?
Yes.
All right, I'll get you back down with Eon's Motorsports right now. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up, sir.
All righty, thank you.
You got it, buddy. The one and only Jeff Lednam. I tell you, you hear his demeanor, his tone, the way that he talks. You would think that he's a little bit an older guy. He is probably one of the youngest that's out here, and he is just cool, calm, and collected everywhere he goes and whatever he races in. He's one hell of a guy. Absolutely. Old Mike Honcho from back in the day out of Easton, Maryland. He's a pretty cool guy to chat with. All right, so there they are again going down the backstretch, about to get to the tunnel turn, and again towards turn 3 when they take the green. There will be 10 laps to go. Do I think we've seen the last caution? No, not at all. I think cautions will bring cautions. I think everybody's going to have their elbows up. They'll be on full attack mode and ready to roll. All right, about to enter turn number 3. And get ready to set this off one more time. All right, chat, who's it going to be? Who is going to come across and take the checkers for the Sophia the Fierce 75 live from Pocono, sponsored by the one and only Swag Designs? Again, any kind of decals, stickers, vinyls, whatever, posters, whatever you need, look up Swag Designs on Twitter. Give them a follow, send them a DM. Jim Blankenship will hook you up. Let's go. All right, so we saw as they come across the start stripe, we saw the 00 trying to get around the outside of the 35 and ended up making some contact with the wall. It wasn't any bigger than that, but as we take a look at the right front of that machine, you can definitely see where it is all scraped up. It's definitely going to cause him some issues as he comes off of turn number 1 down the backstretch, and it looks like one truck slid way into the inside. I think that might have been Byron Jones, Michael LeBlanc, or William Gay. No, William Gay is in the pits, so not quite sure who that was back there. But very unfortunate, as again the 00 really trying to push, makes just a little bit more with the contact with that outside wall. Justin Ascott continuing to pull away just a little bit over the 18 of Brad Rivers and Andrew Chapman. Andrew on each and every one of these restarts has been hard on that go-go juice, and there's no looking back. He's going to go ahead and try to pull the inside. 18 comes down, thinks about just a little bit of a block. 8 laps to go, going into 1. Side by side. .35 is going to come away with the position. So Andrew Chapman now P2, Brad Rivers P3, Pacey Wygett P4, and how about Jose Ruiz up? He's now up 6 spots from where he qualified to take over P number 5. This Camel Ford F-150 looking pretty good. He's got the 99 of Austin Collins right behind him. So Austin again keeping that machine clean as Justin Aniscott goes plaid, burning a lap of 54.8, the fastest lap all night long. As you can see there on the board, as he that last lap of 54.3. And I apologize. Let's get back to that gap so you can see where everybody's running. Byron Jones now down 3 laps. Everybody else behind him also down a little bit. Looking for Tyler Dohar. I believe he's still down 1 or 2 laps in 20th spot. Yeah, he's also down three spots. But I think if a caution should come out, he would be able to go ahead and get one of those laps back. 7 to go. Austin Collins around the outside in his number 98 Toyota 00. That damage that he's got, absolutely struggling now. You see Pacey Wygent in P number 6. Jeff Ledna P7. James Mensch, Chris Weaver, and Dale Rapp to round out your top 10. Here is Dale. Again, old gray and in the way. I'm not saying that to make fun of the guy. He's got it plastered to the tailgate on the back end of his 52 Silverado. Going down the backstretch into the tunnel turn and try to get down as low as you can. Maybe even get your left sides on that apron. Help the truck turn just a little. Just same as Chris Weaver did in his number 15 rather. Right ahead of Dale Rapp. I've even gone as low as on the rumble strips in turn 3 to try to get these trucks or these cars to turn just a little bit later on in the run. Justin Aniscott again leading the charge, and if we look back from him or behind him, there is Andrew Chapman going nowhere. Andrew Chapman, he's gonna apply that pressure until the dark 30, as they say, and try to get around the 13. Will he use the bumper? Who knows? He's going to try to look to the inside. Nothing doing. Aniscott didn't fall for it. He stayed, ran his line, able to get into turn 2 nicely. 35 going to keep it off the wall right along with the 18 of Brad Rivers, still rocking P3 in his first race back after having to take a little bit of a break. Well, I got to tell you, I think driver 18 in his Silverado, he's probably got one of the best views of everything that's going on. As we ride on board with his hood, he sees the 13, he sees the 35. He's got Jose Ruiz right behind him. So if we look back at Jose Ruiz from the rear view of Brad Rivers, just a long conga line of trucks, but a little bit of a gap between Austin Collins and Jose Ruiz right behind him. Coming off turn 3 to start, 3 laps to go. So 3 laps to go as they all come on by the Swag Designs restart zone and into turn number 1. Who's it going to be? I mean, these guys are all battling it out. The 18 wants the spot. 35s, he's going to try to come low. The 13 had to check up just a little bit more, but 35, he might have sent that a little too soon, as now there's a gap. But he's fallen back to the clutches of the 18. Will Brad Rivers push the 35 back up to the 13, or will the 13 tow that 18 right back up to the back bumper? We'll have to see. Jose Ruiz and Austin Collins, they're starting to get right back into the mix. 35 starting to pull away from Brad Rivers just a little bit. I tell you, I think there may be a bump coming up to the back end of that 13 if it calls for it, coming to 2 to go. And Scott dipping down one line to try to break the draft to that 35 going into turn number 1. Still green. Thought I heard the word caution fly, but I did not. I'm not going to jinx it either. I've got nothing around me wood to knock on except for maybe this big old head on mine. But hey, 13 still leading. Looking back from that 13 right now at his gearbox. Yeah, that is literally how close that monster Toyota Tundra machine is. Through the tunnel turn, down the short chute, 13 right up by the wall, trying to keep that 35 behind him, going into turn number 3, coming to the white flag. Again, courtesy of Sophia the Fierce, sponsored completely by Swag Designs out there on Twitter. You need anything, again, any kind of vinyl, graphics, stickers, posters, whatever it is you need for your room, your man cave, your car, your truck, whatever, reach out to Jim Blankenship at Swag Designs on Twitter. The man will absolutely set you up and set you up nicely. As the old commercials for the Hair Club for Men commercials used to say, he's not only the president, but he's also a client. All right, so white flag into turn number 2. 35 tagging the wall just a little bit. So that is going to give the 13 all kinds of breathing room. 35 is going to have no chance now. But behind the 35, Andrew Chapman, he's going to be able to hold off the 18, the 98 of Collins. But it's going to be all Justin Anisgok as he comes off of turn number 3 for the last time. Hashtag what turn 4? Justin Anisgok wins at Pocono. Great job by Justin Anisgok to grab this W. That monster machine absolutely proved that it was bad fast all race long. Be good, Pacey. Be good, Pacey. We know what that's about. We saw it. A lot of drivers coming on up, giving congratulations to driver 13. Occasionally, you'll actually hear them. They'll pull up alongside, they'll throw it in neutral and stomp on the gas a few times to say congratulations. Tyler Dohart now going to come up behind Justin as well. These two back in the day, they were the worst of enemies. I wouldn't even say frenemies. There's a lot of races where these guys battled it out very, very fiercely, and now the 78 is going to come on up and say congratulations. All right, Rowdy, it's all yours. Going to go ahead and clear the board for you. Burn it down, sir. Let's go. And he's going to go ahead and park it right underneath Barney. And that is going to be it for Justin Anscock here at Pocono. We're going to have our top 3 live from the booth here very, very soon. We're going to start off with driver 18 up 6 spots to finish P3, Brad Rivers. Andrew Chapman up 22 spots. So very clearly the biggest mover of the race. And then we'll get to our winner, Justin Anscock, old Rowdy, as it is. And yeah, see what he's got to say about this race. Jim Blankenship saying, great finish, great show, Pete. Jim, thank you very much for all you do for Turn Down for What and for me as well, buddy. Definitely appreciate you every single day. All right, so ladies and gents, don't nobody go nowhere. We will be right back. And again, we're going to talk to our top 3. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. We're going to start off with driver in the 3rd position, the one and only Brad Rivers. Brad, up 6 spots in your Silverado. You have your own version of Fight Cancer on the front of that. And man, one hell of a race, and what a way to be welcome back to the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. We talked in pre-race a little bit, saying that you're thinking about the next gen and maybe the late models and all that. One hell of a welcome to bringing home P3 here at Pocono.
Yeah, for sure. It feels good. It's been a while since I've been in the booth with you, so it feels really good to be back up here. I had a great truck, man. I just, at the end there, just had nothing for Justin, and Andrew got me a little loose coming towards 2 laps to go, and I just hung on for 3rd the best I could. I tried to pull up a tire strategy for the night, but that last caution kind of, put all of us on the same set of tires, so I was like, well, I'm just going to go for it and see what happens.
Well, man, you definitely went for it. I mean, you had Jose Ruiz behind you and Austin Collins. They were battling it out just a little bit. In the end, Austin Collins was able to come up behind you, but you still had a little bit of a gap back to 4th and so on. Andrew Chapman was absolutely driving his way through the field ultimately up 22 spots. So the biggest mover, unfortunately, he's not going to be available post race. But did you have anything for driver 35 as you got an all Toyota top 2?
I tried to put the bumper to him, but these trucks are so, touchy. You hit somebody, it's easy to go around. So I tried my best to try to get around them, but I was just like, I'll just try to deal with P3 and I'll take that.
Gotcha. We got one more race in this season. Next week, we're going to the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Very, very tight, tire shredding, egg-shaped oval. Is that place going to be a little bit of a challenge for you, or are you pretty ready for the season's final race?
To be honest, it's probably going to be a challenge, just like tonight was until later on in this race. I felt good, but it's been a while since I've raced Rockingham in the truck, so I'm definitely going to have to put some practice in. But don't count me out, though.
Oh, I said that in the beginning when I was talking about you being back. I never count you out. You're fast in no matter what it is you drive, and an absolute asset to the turn down for what stable. So welcome back. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there, sir?
I just want to shout out Turn Down for a while. Papa Bear, Mike Campbell, for letting me come back. He held my spot for quite a while since I was gone, and I just want to thank him and thank you for streaming once again, Pete. So it's always a pleasure being up here and hanging out with you guys and racing with everybody. So
definitely appreciate it, and congrats again on your P3. All right, so again, unfortunately, we've got to skip Andrew Chapman, not available for post race. So we're gonna move on up, and we're not talking about the east side. We're talking about way west. We're talking about Kenai, Alaska's own Justin Aniscock. Rowdy, up 3 spots from where you started in that number 13 to grab yet another win in this series. I talked to you during one of those cautions, and I said I liked how clean the white monster truck looked. Well, you had a pretty good look at it yourself as Barney waved you on with those checkers. Did you think you were going to be able to get on up there and hold off Pacey Wygen and Byron Jones and Brad Rivers and everybody else that and Shad Swatsworth and everybody else that just seemed really fast here tonight at Pocono?
Honestly, I was not the fastest truck. I kind of got lucky with the clean air, and it was so crucial. And that was how I kind of held those guys off, Andrew and Brad and Jose. It was like no passing almost and dirty air. So, and then I kind of got lucky with that final caution. Well, not the final caution, the one with like 18 to go when I just went down pit road and that caution came out. So I was able to jump everybody on that. So I kind of got a little bit of a break, and we were just talking about how unlucky I've been in this white monster trucking.
Yeah.
Just got a lot of luck right there. So, but it was fun. I had fun racing with everybody up there. It was pretty clean for the most part. I definitely had fun racing with Byron when he was on the inside of me for like, I don't know, 3-4 laps, and I was on the outside and going through a tunnel turn was kind of sketchy, but I trusted him 100%. So it was just fun all the way around.
Well, buddy, I think this win tonight is pretty much going to clinch your season-long championship here, unless the points that I'm looking at are wrong. Right now, it's saying you're sitting at 455. Tyler Dohar, which he's going to end up finishing 3 laps down at 434. Nobody else is in the 400 range, so I'm pretty sure that this is going to clinch a championship for you in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. But we got one more race to make it official. Any issues at Rockingham, or are you kind of just going to take it as it comes, knowing that you've got a pretty good padding back to second and beyond in points?
Actually, I'm pretty really good at Rockingham, so maybe me and Brad can hook up maybe Thursday, and I can teach him a few things if he wants it. It's pretty simple, you just gotta save tires at that point. It's mostly turn 1 is the problem area versus turn 3, because you can pretty much go wide open like in turn 3 as soon as you just have to burp it just a little bit. But in turn 1, it's mostly tight for about half the corner. But it sucks for Dohar. He really wanted to race this track tonight. It sucks that he had connections issues all night.
Yeah.
But man, me and him had a hell of a battle. But it was still one race to go. You never know.
Well, I mean, I got to play devil's advocate, all right? I mean, let's say Dohar didn't have any issues. You know how good he is at saving fuel. You know how good he is at saving tires. You know how good he is for avoiding trouble for the most part. Assuming it's you and him battling it out, and he knows that you've got a 20-point deficit, back to him in the points, and there were 22. How many? What do we have tonight? We had 26 truckers actually out here. You and Dohar, you've got a lot of history. I mean, there's no disputing that, no denying that. Any chance that he reaches back in the history books and said, "Hey, you remember the NNR race here at Pocono where you ran me all the way down to the inside wall going into the tunnel turn? Well, guess what? Here we go." And just flat sends you through for a spin cycle. And
that's funny.
Yeah, and then we're talking 26 points. He would have actually jumped you in points had something like that happen. Of course, I wouldn't want to see that, of course. But man, you guys have had a little bit of a history. What are you gonna do with Dohar next week?
The funny thing is, I was just talking to Dohar about that. I was like, I'll run you down to the inside wall at Pocono this time. But yeah, if it came to shove, I think we got over that hump of bad, and I think we'll maybe race each other clean, but I might give him a little bump here or there, shove him up out of the groove. He might take me out, come back, maybe take him out, take us both out, finish second last and dead last. I don't know.
Yeah, I will never ever forget that race. Me and HD Motorsports in the booth, and just running each other all the way down, completely missing the tunnel turn. That was phenomenal. I mean, there you couldn't put a better display of angst in that. But man, hell of a win. Congratulations one more time. Big padding. Next week's going to be a cakewalk, and then Pop Bear I'm sure will be joining us in the booth next week to crown you as this season's champion for the trucks. The Cup cars are going to be starting up very, very soon, right along with the late models. Will you be partaking in any of that? Are you going to come back next season for trucks?
I think I'm gonna take a break because I got area starting up Tuesdays and Thursdays. So,
okay.
And I kind of like Sundays. I don't have really thing going on Sundays, so I'll definitely come back
to defend
for the trucks and maybe run a few races in Cup.
Gotcha.
If Papa lets me.
Gotcha. All right, buddy. Well, again, big congratulations on this W. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there, sir?
Yeah, shout out to everybody that showed up tonight. I know there's storms going throughout the southeast, hammering everything. So I hope everybody's safe, and you broadcasting and Papa, putting this league together. And yeah, man, it's just overall great night for everybody.
There you go. All right, guys and girls, that is going to close out the penultimate race, as the one and only Frozen Toes likes to say, old Eliza Bethel herself. In this turn down for what iRacing Truck Series, again, sponsored by Swag Designs, and of course, everybody in this series, all the way through, no matter which vehicle we're driving, still keeping the one and only Sophia the Fierce very, very close to the mind and the heart. Sophia, if you're by any chance listening, or you're someone that knows you is listening, just please know we continue to pull for you. Stay very, very strong, little girl. Turn down for what's got your back. Absolutely. All right, guys, we will see you back again tomorrow night when the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series heads to the track. And then, of course, Tuesday night, we're going to take a night off. Wednesday, I'll be behind the wheel of an AARP truck machine. Thursday will be the iRock Challenge Series. And then again, Friday we'll take a night off, followed closely by the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series. So a lot of racing coming up here very, very soon. If you haven't already and you've got an a Roku TV or a Roku streaming device, go on over and to the streamer section and search for iRock TV. It's the logo that you see in the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It's a free app, broadcasted beautifully in 4K, so no matter whether you're into POV streamers, league, club, or community streamers, podcast, whatever it is, it's got you covered. And of course, big thank you to the one and only Jim Blankenship for Swag Designs and his full sponsorship of the Turn Down for What series. Jim, we definitely appreciate you. Thank you very much for all you do and all the great work that you do with your craft. We will see y'all again very, very soon. Stay safe.